Alright, so, The Last of Us Part 2, right? You've seen the leaks. They're god-awful. They're pure fucking trash.
It's not looking... If they're real, like if they're legit, it's not... It's not great.
Have you seen the videos?
I've only seen one video about it so far, and it was just talking about what was there. It was just... There was no opinion pieces, it was just...
Opinion.
Fact. Ah, yes.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's just... I've only really heard about it. I haven't seen anything else other than that.
Well, Jamie, pull that up.
On the dying computer.
On the dying computer. No,
Why didn't you plug in the charger before we started?
It would have been... I don't fucking know, I just didn't... Oh,
Your computer dying isn't going to be good content.
It's not going to help. There's a specific scene that I want to show you. I know you've seen the photos.
I've seen one. I've seen one.
But
I tried to avoid this, and then I end up at your goddamn place.
It involves She-Hulk. I'll say that much.
Oh,
alright.
How this? It is what I think it is, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. It is. I'll skip to it.
How do you put it on YouTube?
Right. Look, she legitimately looks like She-Hulk.
So, wait, that's her?
Yeah, and they confirmed it is a woman. She is a woman.
Wait, who is that?
That's the new protagonist for half of the game.
What? So the leaks were right?
Yeah, they were all right.
Oh no,
they weren't bullshitting, including the thing with Joel. I probably should have said this at the start, but spoilers. The thing with Joel, that's
we'll
real.
Put it in the title.
Joel straight up dies within the first hour of the game, from what I understand.
What the? I remember when I think it was you that told me that first. I was like, no way, no, because I want more Joel, bro. I wanted the second game to be. I wanted it to just be sort of like, you know, dealing with. I forgot the chick's name. Ellie, yeah. I wanted it to be like her having to deal with Joel getting old, and that being a big part of it.
And then like discovering the lie that he told.
Yeah.
And like forming their rift between their relationship, but no, it's about She-Hulk. It's about this random chick who's on roids, who really likes golf and really dislikes Joel.
Great.
Like I'll skip to the
it's a
good bit in quotation marks.
If it's the bit I think it is, I'm not keen.
Oh no, you're keen.
No,
you're keen.
No. Oh,
it's just who thought this was a good idea? Who thought, you know what? Let's replace the characters you know and love from the first game with that.
They must have just not known what to do with them. They just had to find some way to get it out of it.
It's... So,
what?
Also, the other thing relating to this is with him. Yep, he pulls on her hair and I guess that turns her on or something. I don't know.
What the hell is this?
It's so forced. This is like Raylo level shit.
Me watching Neighbours.
Oh, fuck.
See what? Right. I don't know if we stated, but to fill you in, that we have playing on a laptop right now a scene that people have been discussing.
There are no...
It's
There's nothing there. Yep.
I feel like you're gonna get... Right.
And I don't know, in we go, I guess.
Why did you decide this should be the first topic?
Well, it's the newest thing that I saw. Anyway, the thing I really want to hammer home about this, I don't understand why this is in the game to begin with, is you see that man, right? The guy Owen, as they're calling him. His character model is based off, like, the director of this game.
Is he? Oh no!
So
that was the title of the article I saw. He was
has-
saying he forced himself into that.
He has inserted himself into this game. He's got this weird, like, fantasy going on with this really butch chick who looks like she should be in prison.
Oh, that's made that significantly more horrid.
That's so weird. That is really weird.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I just found the plank. I've just figured out I'm bored. I've just figured out that I had to swim down. I'm pretty sure there was more of this too. I like didn't record it though. There was more of me looking for it.
Oh. Wow, it did take you 5 minutes to find it.
It really did.
Lying.
5 minutes to find a board.
It's been a long time since I touched the original Last of Us.
Oh, good game.
But I think I remember getting through that bit really quick, but I think it's because I watched a playthrough up to that point, then went and played it myself.
Yeah, I think I'm just retarded.
Yeah, look, fair.
If he's watching.
Oh, Brad.
Well,
Sorry, boss.
He's subscribed.
Oh, no.
I just... Like, I haven't played The Last of Us Part 2, and I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to. I saw the leaks. At first, I didn't think they were real. I thought, there's no way this shit is real. It's real. And I'm just not going to buy it.
Yeah.
Like...
I'm going to wait for reviews from, like, smaller channels. Because I know, that, you know, like, IGN and all them, they would have got all their review copies they've put out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've all given it 10 out of 10 and everything.
10, oh,
but they normally give everything really high scores.
Yeah, because they just get paid off. Like, they're just like, yeah, sure, we'll do this.
Yeah.
And the game journalists too, or the left-wing game journalists, are going to do the exact same thing.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
They're going to do the exact same thing. They're about, this game is amazing, yada, 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 yada. But...
Yeah, I've only watched one... I've only heard about the leaks through one source. So it could be... like, I don't know. I don't think I know it well. I don't think I know what happens well. So I want to give it a chance. Because I loved the first game. I suck at anything horror. I have to avoid it like the plague.
The Outlast.
The best example I can find is Soviet Womble did a complete playthrough of it on Twitch. He streamed it and uploaded the entire playthrough to his channel, and it's mostly just him going and that's basically me, except probably to me being a worse off version.
See, I enjoy some horror games. I'm not a huge horror fan, but like I don't hate it. I'm pretty good with it. There's only been a few things like games and movies that have really like gotten to me, but like I don't know, I just haven't played enough. I'd like to play more. I'd like to play Outlast again, actually.
Oh yeah, you did play that, eh?
Yeah, I really enjoyed Outlast. I'd like to play it again. They're making a third one, actually.
Are they?
It's called the Outlast Trials. They put a teaser trailer up for it.
Huh.
They didn't show enough to like gauge anything from it, but it's just like, oh look, we're making a new Outlast.
I knew about the second one. I don't know a lot about the second one. But to be fair, I don't know a lot about the first one either, because I don't really like the look of the game. It looks interesting. I've seen little bits of gameplay and it looks interesting enough, but I'm just not really a fan of that type of thing.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I didn't like the second one. I only played probably like an hour of it, but I didn't like the second one. It was just more of the same, but like worse, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the first game was a lot of just running away from things and solving really little puzzles.
Yes, puzzles. We're back in the opinion game.
Shit. What was that other thing I said in that Borderlands review?
I don't remember. It was something beginning with an R, I think.
It was stupid. It was really dumb.
You know what? While you keep talking about whatever it is you're talking about, I'm gonna try and find it.
I even like corrected myself.
Yep.
Like I put it up there. But no, I would like to play the next Outlast, assuming it's good.
Yeah.
Of course. You're looking it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
shouldn't take me long. In saying that, YouTube doesn't like finding your channel on my phone most of the time because it hates me.
It doesn't like finding my channel in general.
Yeah, look.
If I'm on like my normal account and I try to look up my channel, it just doesn't pop up. Just
really?
At all. Like I can't find it.
Huh. I struggle to... It's weird. 'Cause whenever I go to find it, it's not normally high in the results. Although I always forget how it's spelled. Oh yeah, it's 0 with an actual 0, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like an actual...
There we go.
Actual 0.
If it doesn't pop up this time... Yeah, there he is. Rightio. It was... I'm pretty sure it was like respectable or something like that.
It was something like that. It's not very far into the video.
Yeah. I forgot to mute my phone.
Yeah, I did that before. Just. But no, coming back to The Last of Us Part 2, I just feel like they just could have done better. And like it's the worst part is the game's story is a petty revenge story.
Yeah.
Like, it's all about, these guys want revenge on Joel because he killed the Fireflies, and then Ellie wants to get revenge on Abby because Abby kills Joel, and then you play as Abby to show what she's been doing, and they both want to kill each other, and then I saw the ending. I looked at the ending today.
Yeah?
Ellie spares Abby. Ellie lets her live after this entire...
yes.
I think it's meant to be 25 hours long compared to the first one, which is 15. After 25 hours of gameplay, it all comes down to, it doesn't matter, you might have killed my loved ones, but it's alright, I'm just going to let you go free. It's fine.
Sure. Okay.
The Last of Us Part 2 is the Last Jedi of video games.
It's... From what I heard, I thought I was like, because I'd heard about how Abby kills Joel.
Yeah.
And I was like, so it'll be, playing as Ellie to go after it. But no, you play as Abby and you spare her. Okay. Okay, sure.
I don't know if you've actually seen the Joel death scene.
No,
but,
I don't think so. No.
It's so. It's literally like what they did to Luke in The Last Jedi. You know how they just stripped him of everything and everything that made Luke. They did that to Joel. He literally walks in and gets shot in the leg, and that's it. And then they just beat the shit out of him. They torture him, just beat the shit out of him with a golf club, and he can't do anything. But we've seen Joel take on people just as big as Abby. He's taken on worse.
He takes up massive groups of people. Like in the first game, I think one of the first bits of combat against other people is like a massive group huddled around this tiny space that you have to run around and kill them all. Yeah,
there are so many more people who he have taken on, more combat trained and ready people, like raiders and bandits. Remember those people that jump them in the city? People like that. And he takes on the Fireflies at the end, who are all armed. They're wearing body armor and carrying assault rifles. But he can't take on this one roided up girl with a golf club.
The end of the first game. He's in a Fireflies controlled building and decides to pick up Ellie's just sort of lifeless body because she's been just put to sleep.
She's sedated. She's out
and
of it.
He has to carry her out of the building and fight off the Fireflies. And he does it. A, because we've got the second game. B, because after that, Joel's driving away in a car with Ellie.
But he can't take on Abby. He can't take on this one random girl.
I guess I don't know what the timeline is like.
I think it's meant to be 5 years later. Ellie's 19 or something, and Joel was 48.
Yeah, but if it's only 5 years, isn't a huge amount of time.
He's
it's not a short amount of time.
No, he'd be 50 something.
How old did you say he was in the first one?
Oh, he's in his 40s. I'd say mid to late 40s.
So at worst case, based off that, he's what? Let's say he's 49 in that. He's only 54.
Yeah.
In the next game.
That's...
Which is what... I think that's how old my dad is.
And he... that's fine. You look at him, even in the second game, you look at him, he is not deteriorating at all. Joel's a rig. Joel is an absolute unit.
Yeah.
In the first and second game. But somehow Abby I get that she takes him by surprise, but I just don't understand. That was the word, wasn't it?
Oh no,
The
word was pleasantly.
Oh.
You said, I remembered it. I saw the pop up, and I remember when I was sitting there while you were recording it, and you went, I was actually presently surprised.
That's right. I completely stopped like the script. Oh, I'm so bad at reading scripts.
Yeah, look, fair. I'm sorry, Brad, bro.
Don't unsubscribe, please.
Hidden Keep, bro, he needs all the subs, man.
I need as many I can get. So, did you see the news about Cyberpunk?
Oh, how it got delayed.
Again?
Yeah.
What is it, like the third time?
I've only seen the dates. One of my mates posted them in a Discord server. He was not very happy.
See, I really like the idea of Cyberpunk. I really want to play that game. I've been looking forward to it ever since it got announced in, 2018 it was announced?
Yeah.
Maybe earlier. I really like the look of that game. I've been following the gameplay really well. It looks awesome. The role-playing elements sound awesome. CD Projekt Red, Witcher 3, amazing game, right? Stands to reason this game would be good, but it's just been delayed so many times. It's making me wonder. Like, I read an article, and in the latest article, they're like, it needs more polish. Which is a good thing, right? That's a good thing that they're not releasing a half-finished game. They're not Bethesda. But how has it taken so long?
I heard something. The same guy... No, I think it was the same guy that was talking about how it got delayed again. He said that they are still giving out they're still giving out review copies to people on the date that it was supposed to come out.
Oh, okay.
So he said, I don't know if that's true or not, but I read that, I was like, why?
It's just weird to me that this game has been delayed so much. It's kind of weird that we're still getting it. Like, it feels like we should have gotten this game ages ago, but whatever. If the game is good when it comes out, that's alright, I'll enjoy it. It's some of the things the devs have said are a bit...
Getting you a bit spooked.
A bit weird. Like...
I don't know a lot about Cyberpunk. I never really followed it.
No, it looks good, I think. It does look good. And obviously the devs have got a good reputation. It's just... Yeah.
It's just the stuff that they've been talking about, some of the things that are happening with the development that's starting to make it a bit worrying.
It's very shady. It's weird. Like,
it just feels like I guess it feels like there's something up.
Yeah,
there has to be something.
I'm kind of worried that the same people who have inevitably ruined The Last of Us and Disney Star Wars, those same people, I'm afraid they're going to try and push their agenda into Cyberpunk. Because you heard the whole there's no you don't pick a gender at the start of Cyberpunk. Did you hear that?
I heard that you just have to customize your genitalia instead or something along those lines.
Yeah, there's no real you're male or female. It's very if you want to have a dick and you want to have boobs, go for it. Which, I mean, it's sure, whatever. If you want to do that,
they want to go with the gender fluid idea.
Yeah. I'm not against that at all. It's just very strange to me that would be implemented into a game. It's a game.
I guess it might be just a thing in that universe.
I suppose, because they do, cybernetically enhance everything. Yeah,
another game franchise immediately popped to mind. I don't remember the name of it.
Is it Deus Ex?
That's the
Deus
one.
Ex Mankind? Yeah,
I don't know how I didn't remember that.
I was looking at playing Mankind Divided.
I've heard it's good.
Because I got it on PS Plus.
Yeah. Oh, my back's playing up on me. Hang on. It's good.
Spread it.
What?
There was something else I was going to talk about. No,
on Cyberpunk?
No, I'm done with Cyberpunk.
Alright.
There's not much to say about Cyberpunk. It's really...
Yeah, it's being delayed again.
It's coming.
Eventually.
Eventually. The PS5 reveal. That's it. That was interesting. What do you think of the PS5 reveal?
I'd say I like the look of it. I think it looks pretty decent. I've only seen like front on and sort of mostly front on. I haven't seen what it looks like from behind it, but I think it looks pretty good. Because even at the end of the day, it's something you're gonna like with your PlayStation. It's something you're gonna bury away behind your TV in a drawer or something.
Yeah,
exactly. It's gonna sit somewhere where you're not looking at it. But as long as the insides are good, it's happy to run stuff.
Yeah, it's not the
That's all it's got to do.
The console that matters. It's what you do with it. What games you play on it.
I don't know how much they're going to cost. I'm a bit worried they're going to be really expensive.
They've been saying they're going to be $800. There was a Amazon leak recently.
I need to stop clapping. It's gonna clip through my mic really bad.
There was a. We're just going to ignore the fact that my wall's about to fall down. No, there was an Amazon leak, and it was going up to be like $800. 800 Australian dollars.
Those have all those type of ones have normally been right. The ones I've seen.
Like, I understand why it costs so much more. I had a discussion with someone else about this recently, where they said that, like, obviously PCs, right? If you want to build a good PC, it can cost a decent amount of money, right? But it's like, whatever.
Yeah, when you're getting into that, it's, that's what you have to do to get into that. Like,
you're investing in it. Like, the PC he built, he said that he's not going to have to... Like, he might have to upgrade things if he wants to, or if a part dies. But he can keep that thing running for 8 years solid. He won't need a replacement or anything. Whereas, like, with a console, eventually they're going to release a new generation, and you've got to get rid of it.
You have to move over to the eventually. New gen.
Like...
Otherwise, you're going to miss out on everything.
I do understand why it's more expensive, but, like, come on, $800.
Yeah.
Like,
one of the things that I got with consoles is while they've been expensive, like I think PS3 was like $400, $600 or something like that when they came out. But it's still not $1,500 for something that's mid-range.
Yeah, exactly.
Consoles sort of have their place being like they cost about the same as like a really good lower spec PC.
PC, yeah. So,
but you just put them there. They do all the game stuff really well. Like with a computer, you can do your edit. You can do editing and go through. Correct. Like you can use them in other ways. You don't have to use them just for gaming.
Yeah, like. And I've always said this, I might get a bit of flack for this, but I've always said this. At least when I put a game into a console,
it's gonna work.
I know it's gonna fucking work. Because, like, sometimes that does happen. Not often, and it's usually fixable, but, like, it does happen.
No, I've had it since I moved over to PC. I use a gaming laptop instead of an actual desktop tower.
Yeah.
So I can't upgrade, I can't change parts to accommodate new things or that. Like, for example, the most recent example I have from that is, I'm starting to get into VR, and I had to order an Oculus Quest. In theory, I should be able to use Oculus Link to, connect it to my laptop to be able to play some PC VR games. But my laptop, when I bought it, it was $2,000, I think, brand new. This was a few years ago, I think maybe 2 years ago, 3. But it's got the CPU. I don't know why, but it's got an i7 8750H, which, from my understanding, is pretty up there in terms of CPUs. But it's got a 1050 Ti in it, which isn't that. It runs stuff pretty happily. It does it really well. But it's not amazing. The minimum recommended card for NVIDIA, which is the card that I have, I think it's a 1060. They recommend to use a 1060, which is literally the card above what I have. But because I'm on a laptop, I can't go just buy a 1060 and swap it in. Mm-hmm. I'm stuck with what I have. And then this was a while ago now, but I wanted to try and get into Fallout. I think it was New Vegas.
Yeah. Yep.
I went to play it, bought it on Steam, hit play. Oh, it won't start. It just keeps crashing. It'll load up, black screen, and then it closes. Looked into it. It was because I think it was because of the version of Windows I had or something along those lines.
Yeah.
It didn't work. I'm like, oh, great. So I just straight up cannot play this because of the computer I have. But if I had a PS3, I'd go buy the disc off some rando, to go find some sketchy guy in an alley and buy it off him for $5 or whatever.
Yep.
Put it in. It's just guaranteed.
It's guaranteed to work. Like, see, I find that kind of funny though, because my laptop, my trash little ex-school laptop, runs Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
The only problem it has,
A little bit chuggy.
a little bit of item popping.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only problem. Like, I can, just to test it, I walked out of, like, the main area, I walked into Good Springs, whipped out the grenade launcher and just went ham, and just started blowing the whole thing up, and it worked perfectly. But then as soon as I walked down the road, you just see everything
all the grass and all the
pop
trees
in.
and everything just going pop, 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 pop.
And I was like, oh, what is this, 76? I hate that game.
Yeah, no.
I was going to do a review for it when Wastelanders came out. I even had the game brought really cheap, and I was like, surely I'll do a review on Wastelanders.
And it'll be good.
I couldn't bring myself to play it. It was so bad.
I do want to try it, because, I've got two people I know that are into the game. They do enjoy it. So I'm not too hard to please with games. I don't normally get really into... if there's a good story, I get into it. I'm very happy that it's there, but I don't need it to be happy with the game.
Yeah.
So, this is a good way to sort of describe it, I guess. Whenever I play GTA online, if I just go out to play, I can literally go get into one of my cars and just drive around the streets of Los Santos, and I'm happy. I just do that. I could do that for hours on end, and it's fun enough to keep me there. So I think something like 76, where there's... Well, I guess there's story now, but when it came out, it's basically nothing.
Yeah, it's just nothing.
Where you run around and do stuff. There's the basic base building and stuff that you can do. I think that I might be able to be happy with that, but I don't know until I try it.
See, I'm very hard to please.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to video games and movies.
Yes.
But I tried 76. I did give it a go.
Yeah.
I wasn't I'm not gonna not touch this. I did give it a go. They definitely made improvements with Wastelanders, but it's just the base stuff I just couldn't get over. Here I am, I had a admittedly really immersive experience. I walk into this bar, there's a standoff going on, I get to pick which side, I managed to defuse it pretty well, happy with it. I walk outside and there's 5 guys walking down the street wearing power armor.
Oh, just other players, or
yeah, other players just casually walking down the street, and they're just doing emotes to each other and dropping shit on the ground. And 2 of them, I think they got into a fight or something, and I was just this. All the immersion
took you out of it a little bit.
Yeah, all the immersion I just had has just been ruined by this.
Yeah,
you've just completely ruined the immersion I had for this whole sequence of the game.
Yeah. I believe that the price has actually gone back up since Wastelanders come out. Yeah, I haven't checked.
I think I saw that actually.
I was going to play a free weekend through Steam and get on with a few of my mates that actually do like playing it. Yeah. See if it was good enough for me. Then I was going to buy it and just keep playing if I liked it, but may have slightly missed it a little bit.
I feel that.
But I've seen in EB Games, you can still get PC copies of games. You get the actual case, but I haven't bought one yet, but I've been told there's just no disc in it. You take it home, you open it up, and there's a code that you type into Steam, and then it's in your Steam library.
That's... sorry, you go.
No. I was going to at that point.
I was going to say, that's
forgot.
Something relevant with when we're talking about the PS5. There's the variant of it without the disc tray. That's cheaper.
They did one for the PS4, didn't they?
I don't know. They probably did, but that's cheaper than one with a disc tray. It's like, go on, buy this one. I don't like that. I don't like...
Yeah.
If I have a choice between digital and a physical copy, I'll buy the physical copy. Because that's my copy.
Yeah, they can't rip it off you. Like, say that with your PS4 tomorrow, they turn around and go, "Oh, we're deactivating all the online stuff, all your online games. We're just taking them."
Yeah.
Then it's gonna all go. You just disconnect it from your internet before it happens or whatever, and you can keep playing your physical games. Can you put the disc in, and the PS4 looks at it, goes, "Yep, you've got a license to play it. We'll let you play it." But I think I don't know how the PS4 does it, but on the Xbox One, there's a certain time period that you have to... So if you buy games online, there's a certain amount of time that you have to log in between. I think it's 48 days? That might be wrong. But, so say for Game Pass, you get your Game Pass, you have a year of Game Pass. So your Game Pass isn't going to run out. You download all these games that you want to play. You take the Xbox to somewhere that doesn't have internet, like a mate's place that doesn't have internet, and you just want to play the games. You can it'll let you keep playing them because it knows you've got the Game Pass and everything, but it waits for however long the grace period is between having to log back in online again to check. It just lets you play, and then once that happens, it goes, "Okay, you haven't logged in for this many days. Please log in again so we can check you still actually have Game Pass," because you might turn around and go, pay 12 months, download all the games I want, disconnect my Xbox from the internet, refund the Game Pass.
Yeah.
And then you get your money back, but since you're not connected to the internet, your Xbox can't check to see if you have Game Pass or not. So it's just a way to stop people from doing that.
See, another thing that I find a bit iffy about the PS5 is the new controller design. It's... I actually think the controller looks cool. I don't much like the look of the console. It's alright,
yeah.
But like I think it could have looked a little better. But I do like the look of the controller. But the roundedness, I don't like. I feel it's kind of like a mixture between an Xbox controller and a PlayStation controller.
I think it's going to be good. I can see where you're coming from with that, but I think that rounded grips, when we get the controller and we're able to start using it, I think it's gonna feel really nice in the hand, because it's like from when we went from the PS. If you go back and use a PS2 controller that's got the straight lines and it feels a bit like it's fine. You can use it, but it feels a bit weird. Then you pick up the PS4 controller. It's got the round that it's sort of rounded off. You feel it just sits there a bit better. So I think that having that more rounded outer curve, it'll just sit better in your hand. It'll just follow the curve of most people's hand better.
Yeah, I can see that. I just don't like change. I know it's a very stupid thing to think. Well, it's not stupid, but it's a very narrow-minded thought process to have. But
I think most people sort of have that same sort of train of thought.
What did you think about the new games they announced for PS5?
I haven't really seen them. I know there's been a lot more exclusives announced for the PlayStation than the Xbox. I'm keen for the Ratchet game. That's the only one that I really took notice of.
The Ratchet.
I don't really play Ratchet and Clank much at all because I got rid of my PS3. Because I basically got my PS3 maybe a year or two before the PlayStation 4 came out. Yeah. And before then I was on a PlayStation 2. So I traded in my PS3 to get the PS4 right as it came out.
Yeah.
So I was a bit younger then. I didn't have the biggest brain.
Smooth brain.
I'll tell you, it wasn't a great experience moving to the new generation because you go there, it's like... I got mine with Killzone Shadowfall, I think it's called. Whatever it was, the first Killzone game on PlayStation 4. I got it with that. And I played it. It was really, really good fun. And then I'm like, I'll go get a new game. I finished this. I want something else to play. I go get some other stuff, start playing through it all, and then I started going, there's nothing left for me to try. I've run out of stuff to play. So it was just sort of, I'm stuck with this thing. I remember, everything it looks so good. Oh, I was playing it on some massive, I think it was like a 55-inch TV that my dad got for cheap, but it was a really nice TV, weirdly. It was a bit of a mini heater. But yeah, it was really great, really exciting seeing all the new graphics, but then it got to the point where it's like, there's nothing for me to play. Like, it's all good and fun having this really amazing looking landscape, but if there's only one or two landscapes I can go through, it's not going to take me long to get through it, and then there's nothing left for me to do.
See, that's what I was worried about when they, obviously not revealed, but when they first announced the PS5, I was like, I'm not going to buy this straight away because there's going to be nothing on it. But then they reveal it.
Yeah, they're like, hold on, wait a minute, we got some stuff.
They're like, here, have every game. Like, I was a big fan of Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn 2 looks fantastic. My only thing
I forgot about that.
Yeah, my only thing is that Terraria wants their Crimson back.
Yeah, because you said that to me. I haven't watched the trailer yet. I still haven't gone out of my way to have a goose at that.
I'll just leave you with that.
Okay.
Miles Morales, the new Spider-Man game. That's cool.
My cousin thought that was a DLC.
I, to be honest, kind of thought it was a DLC. They've said it's meant to be like a spin-off, kind of like New Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't tie into their main stuff, but it's based off of their main stuff.
Yeah, like stuff happened in Spider-Man that is transferring over to it. But I just really hope that Peter Parker doesn't die in that game, because we've only had one game with him. Because in the comics, that's how Miles Morales becomes the next Spider-Man. The original Peter Parker dies.
Yeah.
I hope they don't do that. I hope they're like their own separate thing. Maybe he's in a different part of the city. Or maybe Peter takes some time off. Because have you played the Marvel Spider-Man?
No. I got rid of my PS4.
That's right.
Right before they started. Well, people started liking that stuff anyway.
Yeah. Back when single player games didn't exist anymore. They weren't successful, and then Red Dead and
hold
God
up,
of War
here's
came
some
out.
more. I think I said that 2 minutes ago.
What else was coming out for PS5 that was kind of interesting?
Yeah, the only two I remember were GTA 5.
Oh yeah, GTA 5. I can't
that's
wait.
Been over 3 console generations now, I think. We got it towards the end of the PS3, I think it was.
Yeah.
The end of that generation. We've had it through this whole PS4 and Xbox One gen. Now we're getting it again.
How much do you want to bet that Skyrim's going to move?
Oh, it will.
It will.
It will.
It straight up will. Skyrim 2.5.
They've tried. Didn't they put it on mobile as well? They made some weird mobile version.
They made
of
some.
Skyrim.
It was called like Elder Scrolls Blades or something. It was just
Yes.
some silly little mobile game. But I really like Skyrim and I really like the Elder Scrolls series. But stop.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know why we need stuff. I guess obviously it sells. Otherwise they wouldn't do it. But you'd think that people would just be like, I've got it on this. Like, say they got their PS3 or their Xbox 360. They have it on that. It's like, okay, I have it. I can play it. It's here. But then, and I've got one friend that's done this. They've got, well, I'm going to say had, because his account may have gotten a slight bit hacked. But he got Skyrim on the PS3, and then he bought it again on the PS4. And then I'm pretty sure he bought it on the Switch as well, and on his computer. And I kept rocking up, like, why? He goes, I might want to play it on this someday. It's like, all of your stuff is hooked up to the same TV.
I forgot it came
Just
out
play
on the
it.
Switch.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about that. That is ridiculous.
I don't mind it coming out to the Switch because that it's a portable thing.
It's portable Skyrim.
Let's say that it's like if they would have ported it to the 3DS. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. It's something so that people can play it on their commutes and stuff.
Port it to Alexa. Have you seen that video they put out?
No.
Yeah, it was like some skit, and Bethesda made it. It was like some skit where
April Fool's thing?
Yeah, it was the April Fool's thing. Yeah, but they poured it to Alexa and they poured it to his smart fridge. But that's probably my biggest issue with it, is that Bethesda knows it's a problem and they keep doing it. It's like they're bugs. Like, they come out like on one presentation.
We know our games can be a bit buggy sometimes.
Yeah, and everyone's like, oh, all the Bethesda shows
Very funny!
Like, it's not a fucking good thing. It is a very bad thing that they released. It was funny at first. Also, speaking of bugs, oh, you just missed it, but when I was played through The Last of Us, some dude got stuck. He was like stuck in that rock, But, like, it's not a funny thing anymore. When it first happened, it was like, okay, look, a few bugs now and then, and the truck just went past. A few bugs now and then, and like, it just progressively got worse.
It's like they've acknowledged that there is bugs, there are issues there.
So
what they do, they're like, oh, well, let's embrace it, make it part of our marketing. Just fix it. If you know it's there, just look into it and go, okay, we know that there's bugs here. It's funny, we make games with bugs. Alright, we're working on a fix.
But they're not.
But no.
They're
like, you can have it. It make game good for honey.
Instead of making a fix for it, they're making the next Skyrim to be ported to the next generation. But it all comes back to their engine. I don't know if you know this, but Bethesda has been using
they've used the same one for years.
Yeah, since Morrowind. Morrowind came out...
It would have been decades. They've been using it for...
Probably
over a decade now.
Probably 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I think. That's not exact, but like 15 years ago Morrowind came out. And they're still using the same engine.
Yeah.
Just let it go. Just stop. It's not doing them any favours.
Yeah. Because they used that for 76 as well, didn't they?
Yep.
They did. Like, we redid the lighting. Make a new engine.
16 times the detail. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
16 times the detail. Zooms in on a rock that is just... There's no textures.
Just a plain little rock type thing.
A couple of pixels, and they're like 16 times the detail.
So was it 1 pixel before?
Yeah, now it's...
Now we've got 16.
16.
We haven't changed the texture, but the amount of pixels in that texture...
Now there's more. So no, did you saw the trailer for the new Ratchet and Clank? Obviously.
Yeah. Yes.
What is that a male or female Lombax?
If you go off the lore, it's a female. Oh, fuck! I have brain damage. No, it's that's a male.
Male, yeah.
Because Lombaxes have they have a tail if they're a guy. If they're a girl, they have no tail and breasts. But I remember when I was talking to you about that, you said they might say, "Oh, they're from another dimension or something." That's why. I was talking to another one of my friends. He made a point. They said that Lombaxes are from another dimension already.
That's right, they were. I remember that because whether they're from like another dimension or another part of time, whatever, they're not from that dimension. Yeah. Because that's why they have like what is their 5 fingers or opposable thumbs or something. It's something like that in the lore. That's why they're so advanced compared to every other race.
Yeah, it was... I went back and watched the trailer again. I listened to the voice. I'm like, that's just a really high pitch. That's like a kid voice or something. That it definitely could pass for a guy's voice.
That's Abby all over again.
Oh no. No, I am really keen for that Ratchet and Clank game. I know you didn't like the movie tie-in thing they did.
No, I didn't like that one.
I thought... I really liked it, but it felt like here's something to help you catch up on the story. It didn't feel like its own game.
I enjoyed the gameplay. I thought the gameplay was really good. But like it just felt like a really dumbed down version of the original story.
Yeah.
Like, I would have rather them just taken the original story. Same graphics, same gameplay that we got with the...
Just giving us a port.
With the tie-in. Yeah, just port it. Like, have you seen what they're doing with Destroy All Humans?
Vaguely.
It's like that. Like, they've Destroy All Humans, like, it's exactly the same as the original, but it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
They have really remastered. I can't wait to get my hands on that game.
I haven't seen the original the way the original game looked, but I remember when I was watching it, it definitely looks like it could be something that they've made completely for next gen. Like it could have been something that they made for like late gen PS4. It looks like a game they could have made around that time.
Yeah, Destroy All Humans was a fun game. That was a really fun game. Like,
yeah, I've heard lots of people that are talking about how they loved it, or how it's really good fun and very nice to play.
It was really fun. It was just one of those just fuck around games.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the story was amazing. It was just really was just one of those fuck around games. Like,
just something that's good fun to pick up the controller and just sit down and do for a bit.
Yeah, and just do. Like, yeah.